Just comb your hair, go and wash your face. It's been a real long time since you've seen the light of day. So let thoughts colors they may, beauty and parade. Everybody all smiles when they're back in the seat again. All aboard the Petty Express to a beautiful darkness. It's full steam ahead to ride the rails to our next destination. Yeah!
Hey guys, it's Mo from Mo in the Deep End, and thank you for joining me as I give my final thoughts on the Boswell trial. And I wanted to let this marinate for a little bit. That's why I waited a little bit to do my final thoughts kind of roundup on this, because this was an incredibly hard case to start the Petty Express. But I feel proud that I was able to tell Evelyn's story, as sad as it was to so many people, and be honest and encourage moms to reach out if they are overwhelmed. Raising children is incredibly hard. It doesn't come with a manual. They let you come home with this tiny human that you're supposed to know how to care for, and they look at you and you look back at them and you realize how incredibly scared and lost you feel, because now it's not about you. And maybe that's how Megan felt at the beginning. Maybe Megan, wanted to break that generational cycle of a turbulent childhood. And no, Megan didn't have good role models. But she did have people around her that would have helped if she reached out. She had people that loved her baby so much that even after, she broke up with her son, Erica was there making her, a customized shirt for her birthday and, a Christmas gift and things like that. You had a woman who was hanging on in hospice. Ethan's grandmother who raised him, who was dealing with, I think, bone cancer and was just holding on to see this sweet baby before she passed. And Megan lied to that woman. Megan was a hurricane of destruction, because not only did she hurt her family, did she take Evelyn, but there is just a ripple and outpouring of grief for this child. You have the first responders who, after 17 days, they were getting ready to round up this, pull it back in. She wasn't cooperating. They knew something was hinky. But they wanted to find this baby. They were working their behinds off. They didn't see their own babies, their own wives. They dedicated their lives to finding this child. And this woman lied and connived and pointed the finger at people, basically, possibly, allegedly, might have triggered, an emotional psychotic episode in, Hunter Preston Woods. So I'm sorry, but in everyone's story, there is a time where you go from victim of circumstances to either a shield. You always have a choice, or you become a monster. There's a point at your story when you victimize someone else where you are no longer the victim. You are the perpetrator. And Megan has yet to get that. And I understand her family pleading for mercy, but this woman is not getting out of parole, because YouTube is forever. There has been enough coverage of this case that this woman's lies, this woman's lack of give a damn, is documented everywhere. And I'm fairly sure, following in her, I guess, model, or, she is Susan Smith 2.0. She is exactly the type of woman who sees people as commodities. She used people left, right, and center. Nearly, accused her mother, her mother's boyfriend, the Potentia dad, Ethan, then it was Hunter. And that absolute mother effing BS about the tinfoil Just because someone has schizophrenia or has been diagnosed, it is no means to give you a right to use a cliche about people with tinfoil hats and schizophrenia. It was so disgusting, it was so wrong, and there was not one scintilla of documentable, quantifiable evidence that put Ethan anywhere near there. Megan destroys lives, and hopefully she takes time in prison to get her life right, to really reflect, to really atone. Dear Lord, it's the Farrells all the time. Listen, it is what it is. I'm a mom of 6. They are going to be in the background. I am currently taking over Mr. Moe's room while he makes my room handy capable. So it is what it is. I am sorry for the background noise. I have done as much as I can to block it out. 1 second. Excuse me, I had to use a mom voice. But being a mother is a gift, and it's a gift that so many women, go through so many trials and tribulations to have children. Waiting every month, seeing if this is the month, going to IVF, IUI, hormones, shots, all of these things just to get a precious child. And Megan had it, and she threw her in a trash can. And regardless of what the defense says, I think she was still alive. And I hope to goodness that she just passed peacefully. But that's probably not the case. This beautiful, angelic little girl deserved to have a life. She deserved to be enrolled in kindergarten right now. Evelyn Mae Boswell was born on September 21st, 2018, in Bristol, Sullivan County, Tennessee. She died December 2019. We're not sure the day. She was 1. In Blunteville, Sullivan County, Tennessee, USA. She was buried in Glenwood Cemetery Chapel Mausoleum. Evelyn Mae Boswell. And we're just going to look at some pictures, just because this little girl deserves to be remembered as more than a child placed in a trash can. She was a little chunky, baby. She looks like my kiddos, little chunksters. I loved it. The little rubber band. Look, I love those little chunky arms. I wouldn't pinch them hard, but you just squeeze them, and then the cheeks. This beautiful little girl didn't even get to see her second birthday. And it's heartbreaking. And it's terrifying that a mother could do this just for a man. And regardless of what the defense says, it was for a man. In my opinion, it's the Petty Express. I'm the conductress. That's what I rule it. How could you look in those eyes? Those beautiful blue eyes, full of life, full of wonder, full of learning, full of exploring. That cute little ponytail. My girl kiddos, that was the big thing when they finally got enough hair to put in a ponytail. They hated it. Look, if you're having a baby, this is mama advice for you. Unless your child is completely different than mine, and it could be possible. My little girls hated the headbands, hated the bows. It was torture. So my 2 cents, you can try them, but they might be more of a hassle than a good thing. But, every kiddo is different, so I need to find someone who can make that the Mo, that is beyond my wizardry skills right now, while I am learning Harry Potter computer magic. I am getting an external hard drive with a bunch of gigawatts. Mr. Mo has shown me which one I need to order, so I can have a backup in case the computer explodes. Not that, look, we're tangenting. Sorry. I don't like to sit in this because I know these cases, they're personal because you internalize and you wonder about your own kiddos and what you would do. And you might have that flash in your mind of, oh my God, what would I do? And Megan didn't have any of that. Now, Megan, this is personally for you. I don't know if you can grow a soul. I don't know if you're like the Grinch. I don't know if it expands 2 sizes, if you find Jesus in jail or whatever you're going to find. I hope you sit in those 4 walls and I hope they plastered them with pictures of Evelyn. I hope every moment you think about her last moments. I hope it tears you up inside. Because I'm a casual observer, and that trial tore me up inside. And it didn't bother you one damn until you got sentenced, and then you started freaking crying for yourself. Your past, your childhood, your baggage, your damage, your generational trauma doesn't give you a license to be an asshole to anyone else. And that means your children. Your first job is to try to shield that. You may not fully dilute it, but you might take it down 25, 35, 40%. And if your kiddo does another 40%, well, then there's only 20% left for, that to be out. It's not easy. Parenthood is incredibly hard. And this is for the mamas out there. It is not weakness to ask for help. I am a mom of 6. Sometimes you feel like you're drowning standing in a room with, toddler toys and baby shark. And you start to wonder if you will ever function as a real human and not a, life giver, milk producer, and toy picker-upper. I get it. Reach out. Please, please don't make a rash decision, an angry decision, an action you can never take back. If you can't find someone, give yourself a timeout. I have started giving myself timeouts. Guys, I'm sorry. I need a couple minutes. I'm too upset right now to be, to talk to you and get things done. Be honest with your kids. You're a human. They're human. Say, mommy's having a hard day. Could we be quiet? Or mommy's going to go take a time out. Reach out, please. Please reach out. It is not a sign of weakness. As a mom of 6, it is a sign of bravery that you are willing to ask for help and learn to gracefully receive help. It is okay for other people to help you. You don't constantly need to be the person to do things, and let go of getting it done your way. Help will be helpful, but it's not going to be you. So learn to live with pots in the pan part of your cabinets because your kids are helping you. Look at it as your kids are helping you, not that everything is in chaos, or at least that's what I'm trying to do. When everything is mixed up in the kitchen because the kids have tried to help put things away, frame that as, hey, they're trying to help. Parenthood is hard. Please don't make a terrible decision in anger. I don't want to have to do any more kid cases. They're heart-wrenching. They're gut-wrenching. This little girl should be in kindergarten. She should have just celebrated her 100th day in school. Probably taking jelly beans or gummy bears or, Hershey Kisses or maybe, something really creative like pennies. But she's gone. And it's heartbreaking. So thank you guys so much for joining me on the Petty Express. The hard trials are apparently what we do. We will mix in the chaos and the crazy ones. I do not want to be the kid trial person. And absolutely, if creators do this and they have the fortitude in their heart and they can do kid trials all the time, then God bless them, because I can't. Anywho, I have tangented enough. Yeah, pretty much enough. Goodbye, sweet Evelyn. You touched so many lives. Your smile, your bright blue eyes, that perky little ponytail, the mischievous grin, the chunky cheeks, the little bows, the teeth, that smile, that personality. We never met. I feel like I've met you. And I want you to know you've touched so many lives. So many. But I wish I had just met you as a little girl in kindergarten. I wish that was the world. But that's not. And that's why the Petty Express exists. Because we take care of swamp donkeys like Megan Boswell, who shall further and forevermore be excommunicated from the Mother Club. She is an incubator. She was a breeder. She reproduced. But this heifer is no longer a mother. I'll see you guys on the next trip of the Petty Express. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. We will be doing the Colorado versus Stacey Rodriguez lesbian love triangle possibility, self-defense, and arson. And oddly enough, the state has made the trial boring. It's a talent. But he has a snappy suit, so we will be following that. Thank you for joining me on this Petty Express, my first initial ride on the Petty Express. And, you know, bringing the dark humor, the joy, the pain, and just being there. It's great to have, you know, a crowd, a group when you're watching trials like this. I like that we can have our dark humor, our sarcasm, and deal with our, you know, we like to stay in angry. Sad is kind of not good, but angry we can definitely stay in. So I will see you on the next time as your conductress of the Petty Express. Bye, you guys. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but take no bullshit. Carry a can of bitch fire, because kindness no longer equals doormat. So watch out, world. The Insidians are coming for you. Allegedly in Minecraft, and, you know, figuratively, not literally, for the love of all those Cheetos. YouTube, don't get all, you know, Twitter-pated.